Welcome back, everyone, and today. Hold up. What the hell is that? Oh my god. Well, everyone go check on Urinating Tree real quick. Holy crap. This is just sad. Now for real. Welcome back, everyone, and wow, that was just an upsetting game to watch from the Pittsburgh Steelers. Just an absolute piss poor performance. 4 interceptions from Big Ben. This game was over basically after the first quarter, where the Browns scored 28 unanswered in the first, mainly through play action and 2 interceptions, 1 fumble that they recovered in the end zone. And this actually looked like the start of the Broncos vs. Seahawks Super Bowl. It was awful. Let's begin with Big Ben and the offensive woes. This offensive line is awful. Marquise Pouncey has lost every piece of skill that he had. I don't know what's going on. He just looked frustrated and confused out there. Next up, David DeCastro has just lost his step, and he is not the player he used to be. The Steelers' offensive line has looked terrible, and it makes sense. They had one of the worst running percentages ranks in the league. They were probably 29th or 32nd if I were to guess without looking. And the Browns just dominated, and I'm very excited for Cleveland to have gotten this victory. This is just great to see. This is a decades of built-up anger that this franchise has against Steelers and their fans, mainly because they do tend to talk a lot. And this is definitely a wake-up moment for Juju Smith-Schuster. This guy talks way too much, and he produces like a second receiver, third receiver. He's not the top dog, and he didn't show it at all this season. He is not really in to win it. He's more in for this social media, it seems like. Him and his TikToks with his dancing, it's just kind of inexcusable. And Mike Tomlin claims to talk to his players, and keep them in check, but this team is undisciplined. Only real standout is, of course, the rookie we shouted out in one of my older videos, Chase Claypool. Only real production was coming from him and Eric Ebron this game, but there was nothing really. This offense was lost. Randy Fichtner needs to be fired basically by tomorrow. If you don't know who that is, the offensive coordinator for the Steelers, he doesn't know what type of plays to run for this offense. They have 3 receivers, and he's just running awful plays. And I don't know how he manages to, have the last run game in the league. It's kind of just like, what is wrong with this team? They went 11-0 against all these fraudulent non-playoff teams that they were putting up big scores against the Jaguars and the Bengals without Joe Burrow. It's just everything. The Steelers were just a joke this season after going 11-0. It's just insane. Like, how do you get blown out in the wild card game at your home stadium? Mind that, right? This is in Pittsburgh, and they've been saying, oh, we ready for the Browns. Man, y'all couldn't even beat them week 17. And it looked like y'all should have kept Mason Rudolph in. I mean, Big Ben can't even throw it down the field properly. And then Deontay Johnson, he still got the drops. I don't know what's wrong with him. He just can't catch the ball properly. Something's in his head. Because, it looks like he can get it. He'll catch a downfield pass like he did in the Colts game. He'll catch that 40-yard touchdown. But he'll drop the easy over the middle cross. I don't know what's wrong with him. He needs to work on that over the season. And they need to get a new running back. James Conner's not the answer. I don't know. Benny Snell, I mean, he's young. Give him some time. But Conner, I don't know how he made the Pro Bowl that one season. It may have been their offensive line was intact, but this team is just fraudulent. They went 11-0 just to blow it up at the end of the season. Now I'm going to shift over to a more positive tone. We will talk about the Cleveland Browns. So we're going to talk about the Browns. good if you lasted through my little Steelers rant there. That was just kind of rough football to watch. I know the score was close at the end, but that's just not how the game went if you watch. So first off, we're going to start off with the Browns defense. This team of nobodies stepped up tonight with, well, I did know who Taki was, the linebacker, but players like Redwine got an interception, and Patrick Gustin and MJ Stewart, another corner who no one really knows about, who all amounted to 4 interceptions off of Big Ben. This team was getting pressure on the weak Steelers offensive line all night. They were showcasing Myles Garrett's footwork and how he was just bending the corners on Marquise Pouncey and just working him, getting pressure on Big Ben. MJ Stewart leading the team in tackles, just having a great game, getting an interception. Andrew Sendejo kind of making up for his last couple weeks of the season where he was weak in tackles. He was doing pretty good. So it's just good to see. Sheldon Richardson was getting great pressure, and so was Ogunjobi, just really shutting down the Steelers' run game like there was any, to be honest. So yeah, this Browns defense, who really didn't even practice. Remember, this team had all the restrictions coming in this weekend. So they didn't really get to practice their defensive schemes and how they wanted to run. So these guys were coming in and they just played. They balled out. They went for all the tipped balls because they were just ready to beat this Steelers team. They knew this offense was overrated and they were ready to just run it up. They saw that the Steelers could barely beat them in week 17 while they were playing not all their best players. So they had some confidence coming into this game. I knew with that win, week 17. So it's just really enjoying to see this Browns team win after such a long playoff drought, and then to think they win in their first time making the playoffs in so long. It's ridiculous. It's great to see. And yeah, we're going to move on, shift over to the Browns offense now. So really, the Browns offense was getting great field position to start off this first quarter as the fumble went for a touchdown. So they were already getting confidence, they got a lead on the Steelers. Let's go. And then the interception came right after, which set them up for great field position. And then they threw the ball to Jarvis Landry, and this man just takes off for 60 yards. Cloud of dust. Steelers defenders looking at like, yo, where did this man just go? And he's in the end zone. So yeah, Jarvis had himself a great route. It was just a crossing route, really. And the Steelers just played soft coverage, and this undisciplined team was not communicating yet again. And they let him slip by, and he just had a great highlight. Shout out to Jarvis Landry, just a great player. He never gets hurt, always consistent, and he gets a playoff win. He's been on the Dolphins and the Browns, and Jarvis gets a playoff win. That's cool to see. Such a great player. Sucks that Odell's hurt, but Austin Hooper got a late game touchdown. Sucks that my Falcons got rid of him, but it's cool to see him producing on the Browns over there. And I didn't see much from Peoples-Jones, but Rashard Higgins, as many people know, he's not very talented, but Baker Mayfield loves to pass to him. He's one of Baker's favorite targets, and he was getting targeted a lot tonight. And we'll move over to the running backs. Kareem Hunt in the first half had 2 touchdowns. He was just giving the holes that this Browns offensive line creates. He was just running through them, and Hunt's really fast, and he breaks tackles a lot, powers through them, and he pushes forward, gets the couple extra yards, and he got 2 touchdowns early. It's cool to see Kareem Hunt just having a great career after we thought he was just going to be derailed. And Nick Chubb was busting out 20-yard runs at a clip. It felt like the Steelers defense just could not stop him. It looked rough. And yeah, I'm just really excited. This Browns team, the only problem is they do play the Chiefs next week. Now, you can say, well, the Chiefs, you had a week off, Patrick Mahomes is going to come out bad, but hate to kill it for you Browns fans, but you got to play the Chiefs next week. That's about it. And yeah, thanks for watching, y'all. I thought I'd get this on my head tonight when I freshly watched the game. Just and we'll probably upload it in the morning, around 12 usual time. Yeah, I'd just love to hear your guys' thoughts in the comments below. Like, what is next for this Steelers team? They definitely need to fire Fickner. Just get him out of here. Like, no. He don't need to stay there. Tomlin, he can stay. He can probably stay. Smith-Schuster, dude, you need to just stop. You just chill out. Just reset your whole social media persona, everything. I don't know what you're doing. And Browns, just get ready. Your coach is coming back for the Chiefs game. And just, I hope you guys can put up a fight. I'm not betting on y'all, but the Chiefs are a good team this season. They always seem to come back. And your defense, I know it played good tonight, but this Chiefs offense is a different weapon. So thank you all for watching, and just have a blessed day. Unless you're a Steelers fan.
Yo, sweating